As soon as Tyler Robinson found out about his punishment, he pleaded with the judge to be kind, claiming that he hadn't done anything alone. He asserted his readiness to reveal the identity of the order giver. But the whole courtroom went silent in shock when he said the name. Everyone is confused about what to believe now. The whole story is here. Tyler James Robinson, a 22-year-old wearing a green anti-suicide vest, sat immobile in the courtroom, fixed on the camera with an expression that onlookers said was frozen in time and chilling. On September 16, 2025, the public finally got a good look at the accused in one of the most stunning political assassinations in recent U.S. history at this virtual court hearing. There had never been anything like this before at Utah's 4th Judicial District Court in Provo. At exactly 3:00 p.m., Judge Tony Graff opened the case, setting the stage for what would turn out to be one of the most closely watched court procedures in recent history. Time difference with Mountain Standard. Streaming live coverage of the hearing gave millions of Americans a front-row seat as the wheels of justice started to spin. For weeks afterward, what they witnessed would trouble numerous viewers. This is due to the fact that the defendant shown absolutely no empathy whatsoever while the court heard the details of the heinous atrocities that were committed. The charges against Robinson were read aloud with a feeling of gravity that was starkly juxtaposed with his dispassionate, impassive, distant, and blank demeanor throughout the court, as described by many sources. Up until he heard the phrase, that is. Due to the virtual nature of the format, Robinson made his appearance against a stark white backdrop, with the camera tilted slightly upwards to show his upper body and face. He had short, disheveled hair and seemed unshaven. There were no obvious wounds or scars on his body. Throughout, he maintained a neutral, non-confrontational attitude with his shoulders back and hands hidden, perhaps folded on his lap away from the camera. His posture was erect, but somewhat slouched forward. It was as though Robinson had metamorphosed into a lifeless statue, fully visible but emotionally detached from the trials that would decide his fate. Your presence is appreciated, Mr. Robinson. This is Judge Graff. My name is Mr. Scoris. Your Honor, good afternoon. The rituals commenced with the same steady pace of centuries-old judicial process, as is customary in American courts. What was happening, though, was anything but ordinary. Since Robinson's annual income is less than $23,475, he is considered destitute and is eligible for a court-appointed public defender, according to Judge Graff, because paying for legal representation would prevent him from affording essential requirements. You are entitled to legal representation, Mr. Robinson. A court-appointed attorney can represent you in court if you are unable to do so financially. A Rule 8 competent counsel, a status that is particularly important in capital cases, was being provisionally appointed by the court. In cases where the death penalty is a possibility, these lawyers are required to submit affidavits